Thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying my lesson. We are talking about how many planes of symmetry. Today now we are looking at a cone. This is a cone. This is a cone, ladies and gentlemen. So if they ask me to say how many planes of symmetry, you know, you just have to take one space, one face like this. I've taken the bottom. The base is a circle. If you look at the base, it is a circle. So if you look at the circle, a circle, mind you, it has got a center. So if they ask you to say how many planes of symmetry, you agree with me that as long as it passes through the center, it is a plane like that. It will continue going down, going. It will be like this. It will be like this. There will be as many as possible. So there are many like that. So if they ask you to say how many, the following are possible answers you can say. You can say undefined. You can say they are undefined. That is number one. You can either use the word they are many. Many. That's all. It ends there. These are the two possible answers. I'm saying you can say undefined because you can't determine how many planes of symmetry has got a circle. So you cannot tell me how many planes of symmetry. You can't say there are 5, there are 6. There are as many as you can. If I can divide here, I can continue dividing until the whole circle is shaded. As long as I'm passing through the center. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed and you have seen how I'm explaining. I'm saying, please, if they ask you to find how many planes of symmetry has got a cone, I considered the base. The way I was considering the other part for where we are coming from to determine the lines of symmetry. So the lines of symmetry of the base for the circle, they are uncountable. So since they are uncountable, we are saying they are many or undefined. Thank you so much. Please, we continue. I'm sure with what I've explained now to say how many, now we will go direct into describing, where they say describe the symmetry, describe fully the symmetry. So that's where we are going, and that is the end of the symmetry. So I will also come up with the questions to do with describing how is the symmetry. So thank you so much. Remember to subscribe. Saube is on the scene. This year, we should make a difference. It is your year. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome back. So we have gone into the second segment of symmetry, but in this case, we'll be describing fully. Describe fully. Describe fully the symmetry. Number one, we'll be looking at a parallelogram, and this question was there. Some of you have come across it. Of course, this question came in 2021 school certificate. 2021 school certificate, it came like this. So to be specific, this one came in 2021. So it came in 2021 school certificate. They are saying we should describe fully. How do we describe fully? Mind you, they have given us the center. So rule number one, you have to search questions. You have to remember that they are what we call, they are rotational. So it is, you write like this, you say it is a rotational symmetry. Don't forget these words. It is a rotational symmetry. So what do you mean by rotational symmetry? For the learners, we'll be looking at it. I'm going to demonstrate this. I'm going to draw the same parallelogram, but I'll use a paper. So the cameraman, please, let's hope our learners are able to see what we are trying to do. So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just using a paper. So I want to see what is happening. What is happening? What is happening? Of course, I'm tracing. I've traced now the out. No, here we go. The outlines of this one. Now for the sake so that we know how it is moving, I'll name this as my A. I'll name this as my B. I'll name at C. I'll name this as my D. So now what it is I'll start rotating this. I'll rotate. You can see once I rotate it, it comes here. It won't fit the shape. You can see that it hasn't fitted the shape. I continue rotating. you'll find that it fits the shape. You can see where there is C, that is where A was. So A has moved in a straight line. A has moved in a straight line. From there, A, it has come to this part. So it has moved out of how many degrees? Because this is the center. So A has moved 180 degrees. So it has moved 180 degrees. A has rotated 180 degrees. It has moved from where the C is, it has moved 180 degrees. It has rotated 180 degrees. Even if I go the other way around, it will come here. So now you are saying center, you have to acknowledge the center. The center is at O. About, you have to talk about the degrees, about 180 degrees. Now, remember, for it to go back, for it to create now 360, so it has moved like that. So it has moved twice now. For it to go back where it was, it has go back now. We have reached, you know, the 360, so it has gone back. Now you have to look at the order. So you have to say order. You write the word order. Order. How do we get the order? This degree, you divide 360 by 180. 180, sorry, 360 divided by 180. You agree with me that it goes there 2 times. So order 2, it means I've described. What was I saying? For the sake of learning, I said I traced this graph. This is a parallelogram. So I'm looking at it. When I start rotating, I want to see how this paper will fit on the diagram of the parallelogram. So you say that once it rotates like that, it has moved 180 degrees. Is the 180 degrees. So it is a rotational symmetry. About at center 0. About how many degrees? 180 degrees. Order 2. So it fits here twice. The original one and the other one is here. So that is the order. Thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed. Please, once more in an exam, just know that if this A, when this A comes here, you saw the A which was here, it came here. So it moved in a straight line. This is a straight line and it is called, it is 180. So this is a straight line. Remember, this is the center. So the A came here, if you remember. So now again, it went back to its original shape. Thank you so much. God bless you. We'll go to the next question. So we'll be now looking at describing fully the symmetry. So we started with a parallelogram. So a parallelogram, mind you, it is a rotational symmetry, center 0, about 180 degrees, and order 2. Thank you so much.